the Chumash for Tuesday. Parshas Toldos. Parshas Toldos is the Parsha of Yitzchak, and we continue the stories of Yitzchak. And if you want all that stuff we talked about in Tanya, say the verse, mouth it quietly when I'm saying it, so you get illumined. Okay, Vayigdal Ish, the man prospered, the man became big. Vayelech halach v'gadel, and he continued to grow or become big, ad ki gadol until he became very prosperous. So he got big, he was growing and getting big until he became very big. Rashi translates it, ki gadol ma'od, he became big, he grew prosperous. What does it mean he got big? Ad ki gadol ma'od, the people would say about him, Zevel Perdosav Yitzchak like Haspe Uzav Shavimelech. Better the dung of Yitzchak's mules and not the Avimelech's silver and gold. So I guess whatever Yitzchak would do would turn to, success. So he'd rather go into the fertilizer business with Yitzchak than go with the gold and silver business with the king of the Philistines.
Hi. Good morning, Rabbi.
Good morning.
It took me like a half hour to get on Zoom on Pittsford site. At least one other person had a problem. It wasn't just me.
I don't know.
Oh well.
It's really odd.
But
None of us are IT. None of us are IT people. So
I don't know, how'd you get on? If it didn't go then, how'd it go on now?
I tried it a few times. And this time it worked.
Oh, sorry.
Technology.
But when I sent out a message, somebody else said, yeah, they were having the same problem. So again, these IT things can be mysterious. So
yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Well, we're starting Chumash, so it was a long Tanya. So anyways.
Okay.
Page 22, Chayinu, verse 14. Yadal vayiloi miknetzer miknevakar. Yitzchak had flocks of sheep and goats and herds of cattle. Va'avuda rabba, many enterprises. Ayikano plishtim, and the Philistines became jealous of him. Va'avuda rabba, he had many enterprises. Rashi translates it as pula rabba, many enterprises. In Old French, be uvrina. Avodah implies one piece of work. Avodah means work, one labor. Avodah is more this enterprises. He had much enterprise. Yeah. Okay. So Tesvav 15. All the wells that his father's servants had dug in the lifetime of Avraham, his father, Sitmum Plishtim Ayimalam Afar. The Plishtim stopped up and filled with earth. All the wells that the servants had dug up that his father's servants had dug up in Avram's lifetime. Sitmam Plishtim Ayimal Mafar. The Plishtim stopped them up and filled with earth. Rashi, Sitmam Plishtim, they stopped up. Why'd they do that? They gave a pretext that having these wells is a source of danger to us because of invading troops that might attack us. Onkelos translates it as tamoinun plishtai, an expression of stopping up. In the words of Mishnah, mitamtem misalev, stopping up the heart. Yud Zayin, Tazayin, 16, verse 16. Avimelech said to Yitzchak, Lech mimanu ki yatzamta menu moed. So at this point, Yitzchak was overshadowing the king even with his wealth. So the king said, go away from us, you will become much more powerful. You become powerful very much more than us. Yud Zayin, Ve'elech Misham Yitzchak. Yitzchak went from there. He set up camp in the Gerar Valley and settled there. Rashi, in Achal Gerar, in the Gerar Valley, which is far away from the city. So he was in the city area, and he went to a far valley area of Gerar. Yud Ches, 18. Yitzchak redug the water wells that they dug. He redug the water wells that Avram's servants had dug in the lifetime of Avram, his father. He went and redug the wells of water that were dug in his father's lifetime, and that the Philistines had stuffed up after Avram's death. And he called them names, the same names, Kashemes Ashakar Lanaviv, that his father gave them. Whatever they were. Rashi Yoshev Yachbi, so redug. Habe'eres Hashachav me Avram, Aviv Plishim Sin Mekaydim Shnas Liz Migrar, Chazav Chafna. So the Ramban says these are actually different wells that we talked about earlier. So some say there were two sets of wells, those in the city of Gerar and those far away, and he only redug the ones far away. Because why did he redug? If they were jealous of him, and why was he trying to if he gave up on redigging the earlier wells, why did he think he can get away with redigging these other wells? They're jealous wherever he is in their land. So he said, maybe now I'm far away. I'm on their face, so I can redig the ones that are far away from them. The Mizrahi says, Rabbi Eliel Mizrahi says that no, actually, was saying he redug the wells we mentioned earlier that he gave up earlier to dig. He redug them now because they made like peace with him. Anyways, that's just different opinions. Let's go on. Yotas. Yitzchak's servants then dug in the valley and found there a well of flowing water. The new well. Rashi, Chaf. And sure enough, the shepherds of Gerar quarreled with Yitzchak's shepherds, saying, that's our water. Even though he dug it. He called the name of that well Asek, which means dispute. For they had disputed him. Rashi Asek means error, dispute. Because they came with him with contention and dispute over it. So it sounds to me, so far he's redigging all the wells, and the wells are staying dug. The thing was, the new well they got angry about. Okay. Chaf Aleph. Yachber be'er acheres ve'rivu el gamala. They dug another well, and they quarreled by that one as well. V'yikra shema sitna, so he called it sitna, harassment. She translates sitna as nuzement in Old French, harassment. He then moved away further and dug another well, but laid off all that, and they did not argue about that. He called it Rechovos. The wells called open spaces. He said, now Hashem has granted us space and we will be fruitful in the land. Rashi translates we shall increase in the land. Thus